Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am at what is clearly a very popular trail. I have never in my life seen this many cars at a Florida trail before, but here we are. We are at one of the top trails in the entire state. I am at Dame's Cave in Lecanto, Florida. So the reason I'm up here today is I had an appointment down in Brooksville and I wanted to go hiking afterwards, and I was kind of looking on the map and I realized where we were 20 minutes away from this place. So I knew it was going to be busy today. I actually was not expecting this many cars, and there's still a lot of cars in front of me as well, but I am really looking forward to this one. This has been on my list for a very long time, and I'm glad we finally were able to get here. I went ahead and printed this map on all trails because I heard that the trails can get a little bit confusing. So again, it's about 3.6 miles. Where the first number one is, right here, that I believe is where the caves are. And then this whole loop is Lizzie something or other. So we're going to do the whole loop and save this little outpost for last. Just getting here, lots of people are leaving. I have seen that there is quite a bit of graffiti, so we can already see it here. And it looks like this is going to be the blue trail. We have what I suppose is a trail marking here. I'm really not sure. But I do see what they were saying. There's lots of like little side trails and stuff, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be the way to go. What somebody else said was follow the graffiti, which is lovely. Group right in front of me, I'll probably pass them in a minute. So they're probably just going to the caves. I do expect this to be, again, very heavily trafficked area. Here's some more graffiti over here. And a person on a bike. This whole hike is really fun because it's like, okay, there's caves, but like, can you go in them? Like, all I've seen are pictures. I've never seen a video of people going through it. I didn't really want to take a look before I came out here, just to kind of keep the mystery up. But yeah, this should be so interesting. Let the graffiti lead the way today. And over here, there's actually a little arrow. You can see on that tree, there's also an arrow. So I believe that is the way to the caves. So we'll do that on the way back. But for now, we're doing, I can't remember the name of the loop. It's Lizzie's something loop. So again, do that first, then we'll go to the caves. This trail really is beautiful. We are up in the Withlacoochee State Forest. So we're pretty close to where we did that night race, the 10-mile moonlight night race that we did, that I'll probably do again in August of this year. That was a lot of fun. So very similar. You can kind of tell there's some undulations in the land. There's definitely some elevation differences. Not a ton, but in my opinion, just enough. And this is the ground that we're dealing with. It looks very sandy, but it's all very hard packed. And then we have lots of shade from these beautiful pine trees. I mean, what a beautiful day. Over here, there's this little side path. Kind of goes down into a depression in the ground, but nothing special here that I can see. Over here is another diversion if you want to go to the Peace Caves. So we'll do that on our way back. But we're going to continue over here. You know, I don't really like when natural areas are trash, but there's something about this area. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Like, there's people back there smoking weed, and then over here we have, you know, the graffiti and stuff. I don't know, it's just kind of interesting. It feels like a more urban walk. I don't know how to describe it. And the amount of people here is just crazy too. So here's a cave down here. It attaches on the other end, and some people are doing some rock climbing. I'll show you that. So yeah, you can definitely go down and explore. It's not really my cup of tea. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. But I'll show you the rock climbers. There's another hole, and then this is the big cave. You see all of the graffiti down there. And then they're doing some rock climbing. It's actually super big down there. There's another little depression area over here. Yeah, this is definitely a very interesting place. I don't know if I would come here at night, that's for sure. But I definitely have never seen anything like this in Florida. Even with all these little offshoots, it's still very easy to find where the main trail is because it's so wide and so well defined. So we're going to keep going on, see if there's anything else that's interesting, and otherwise keep going to do the loop. Now up here you can see the little gate in the posts, and this is a four-way intersection. So according to the trail that we're doing, we're going to go right up here. However, you can make this loop as long or short as you want. You could turn left, you can go straight, you could do whatever. But yeah, the loop that we are doing, we will go ahead and make a right. There's some people that lost the trail, and so I just want to show you, if you see this area, this over here is where the trail picks up. So again, if you use the geocaching app and you have the premium version, they do have the trail feature, and that will take you to where you need to go. But just a heads up, because it is quite confusing if you are not using that. I'm glad I'm getting this way out of the way now instead of having gone through the woods and doing the loop and then come this way, because as you can see, it's very little shade down this way. It's kind of a weird elevated trail, so very happy we did this first. This part of the trail just keeps getting worse and worse. It's a bit sandy, so my feet are sinking in, which I hate. And then the sun is just absolutely cooking right now. No shade, no breeze. Oh boy. So be prepared for this section of it. This is one of the other things too. It's just very poorly marked, but at least here they have a marker showing that this is a trail intersection. So we are going to head this way, hiking trail, foot traffic only. We're finally back to beautiful, shaded, piney hiking trail. So yeah, I am very glad I went all the way down to the end, and now I'm looping back around just to get that nasty section out of the way. It's probably hard to see on video, but we are at a pretty steady incline right here, which is nice. I think if you look down the trail over there, you can definitely see the incline. So that's always really nice, have a little diversity. Since I hit that four-way intersection back there, I have not seen a single other person, which is really, really nice. But we're getting pretty close to the next geologic feature, I think, over here. So we might start hitting into people again. Once again, just loving the trail. We're down to single track now. Such a variety, and we're going downhill. You know what's so crazy about this trail? I'm just going to complain for a minute. Look how nice this trail is. You can walk it. There's grass, but there's no grass in the middle of the trail. And then you get like Little Manatee River State Park, right? You got to pay to go there. It's a freaking state park. And in the summertime, you can't even walk down the trails. Or probably, I don't know, what, 60% of the year, 70% of the year, because it's so overgrown. Make it make sense. Guys, look at this path. Isn't this wild? So you got this big old tree here. You got to walk around. The heck? Oh, I think is it this? What is this? Oh, this is really interesting. This is different. So look at all the rocks here. We haven't seen like any rocks. You can see them protruding out of the ground. This is weird. Look at this big rock here. Is this the Lizzie? I think it's called Lizzie's Lair. What is going on? Whoa, we are like on a freaking cliff. This is really interesting. Yeah, this is a very unique geologic formation for Florida. This is weird. It almost reminds me of like the Indian burial mounds. But somewhere over here is a geocache, so I'm going to pause for a moment, find that geocache, and then we'll keep going down this thing. I'm walking down a little bit more, still have not been to the geocache yet. But look at this. This is so weird. That tree fell, and you could see where this one just broke in half. It's totally bent. There was a little unsanctioned trail over to the side. I decided to come down so we could just get to the bottom of this thing. I'm already zoomed out. Look at that. How interesting is that? It's just so weird. Like, I know it doesn't look like anything super impressive, but we don't have stuff like this in Florida. So it's just so interesting to see a place like this. What I honestly feel like, you can see how tall it is over there. I honestly feel like I'm back in like Missouri from when I was in basic training. This is what the forest looked like there. Here's another quick video from the area. There's a geocache over in this big old tree here. So we'll keep on going and finishing up this trail and see what else we can find. One thing I will say also is that because it's a hiking trail, it is marked well. And I can see another yellow blaze down here. So once you get onto an actual trail, you should be okay regarding finding your way around. What makes this a very New England style trail right now is how many rocks there are. New England is very rocky, so when you're hiking, you get a lot of these rocks in the path. So it's just so weird to see this in Central Florida. So if you're feeling like you want a taste for home, if you live down here now, this really is the path to do. Wow. It's quite the uphill trudge. And the thing is, these pine needles, you gotta be careful of because they are quite slippery. So you can't go too hard in your steps. But it's just all uphill from here. We're almost done with this loop, and the only people I have seen on it were the people that got really confused at that four-way intersection. They ended up going backwards, backtracking, and then looping around. But other than that, I have been the only one out here. It's been really nice. And back downhill again. And I just want to say, I know that I am really huffing and puffing and sweating today. It is 86 degrees out today. It is blazing hot. And so it's just really a struggle. It's not that this hike is a challenge, but it's the temperature. This is definitely the hottest hike I have done since last year, without a doubt. So it's really just a matter of the temperature today. Got another cave down here. People are down in. And that cave right there is actually right off the main trail. Here's the main trail here. You could continue going straight on the yellow blazes, but we are going to turn left, and this will bring us back to the entrance and to those side trails that we skipped out on before. We have another tree with an arrow down here and a little man-made path. So I do believe that there's quite a few different caves, around here. So you just have to kind of go down these different paths and see what you can find. We'll see what's down here. That's a very interesting place. That is for sure. I'm not going to disagree with that statement. Oh yeah, there's people down here. I can hear them. Oh yeah, this is a big cave. So we have a little bridge in between these two areas. But here's one. Hello. And here is another one. Whoa, this is a big one. This one might be our thumbnail. These are actually just on the other side of where those people were climbing before, and they're still down there. You still see their blue rope here. personally doesn't bother me, especially being out here and being one with nature. But in case you're bringing kids to this area, there is a lot of smoking going on, whether it's cigarettes, marijuana. The guy back there had a what's it called, a hookah. So just be aware of that. Again, nobody's out here to bother anybody, but just in case you're bringing kids, I know it's something I'd probably want to know. Here's one we skipped earlier, to the Peace Cave. So we'll go ahead down here. Again, the graffiti on the trees lights the way to where we need to go. Now, I just checked geocaching, and this Peace Cave Trail is that little loop that's on the map. So in case you're following the map, this is a little trail that we do want to go on to complete the full 3.6 mile loop. This trail has a tree broken in the middle of the trail, but no problem. There's a little path to go around it over here. This is actually the only debris I've found on any trail yet today. So they've definitely done a very excellent job in maintaining this area.
That's coming down. Hydrate.
I just took a quick video of that one because there were a lot of people over there, and apparently there are a lot of people down in that particular cave. So you can like walk around down there and everything. But remember, this is like the big labeled one, so I think a lot of people come to this one. So I think there's one more on the way out, and then we're out of here. So there is one more cave left, but I'm gonna skip it. There are just so many people out here. I could barely even get a video of the last one, the Peace Cave. So I'm good. I feel good. We're gonna go head back to the car and we're gonna move on with our day. And that's a wrap. We are back at the start. So would I recommend this trail? Personally, I think it's pretty overhyped. There's a lot of people here, especially on the weekends. So I think you probably would want to come during the week to be able to actually explore the caves. But I mean, the trail itself was okay. The caves were cool, I guess, but definitely would not recommend from the hiking aspect, except that extra loop trail was pretty cool. So I would definitely come and hike in the Withlacoochee State Forest again, but I would probably not come back here. So let me know what your thoughts are, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, great weekend, great whatever time you're seeing this, and I'll see you on the next one.